The purifying demonic Lotus flame, ranked third on the heavenly flame rankings, had finally descended into the world. The major factions gathered collectively within the demonic Lotus flame space. Xiao Yan, with overwhelming dominance, defeated Yao Tian of the Yao clan. Unexpectedly, however, this stirred killing intent within Yao Wangui. Yan stepped forward with imposing force, helping Xiao Yan repel Yao Wangui. The instance of the demonic Lotus flame space officially began. It officially began. The demonic Lotus flame space instance officially began, after Xiao Yan single-handedly annihilated the human Hall of the Hall of Souls, and used the millions of soul origins condensed by the Hall of Souls to elevate his soul realm to the perfect heavenly state. The demonic Lotus flame space, where the purifying demonic Lotus flame was sealed, finally descended upon the world once, again just as foretold by prophecy. As the heavenly flame ranked third on the heavenly flame rankings, the purifying demonic Lotus flame's reappearance naturally drew the attention of all major factions. Whether it was the Hall of Souls or the various ancient clans, all were attracted to the demonic Lotus flame space. Aside from the Spirit clan, which had already been exterminated by void-swallowing flame, the remaining members of the 8 ancient clans all gathered here. Thus, when Xiao Yan and the others rushed toward the demonic Lotus flame space, he not only encountered the one he had longed for, Shun but also met Hun Mi Sheng, the Hall Master of the Hall of Souls. At this point, let us briefly summarize the strength of the experts each faction had dispatched. First, the Hun clan. Aside from Hun Misheng and the Deputy Hall Master of the Hall of Souls, they also sent Hun Feng, a late 2-star Dao Sheng. Like Sun Hun Feng possessed a divine-grade bloodline and was also a candidate for the next clan leader of the Hun clan. It could be said that the Hun clan's lineup was exceptionally formidable. As for the Gu clan, they sent Shun Gu Qingyang and Gu Nanhai, who possessed the strength of a late 4-star Du Sheng. Both Shun and Gu Qingyang had now stepped into the Dao Sheng realm. The Yao clan sent the 4-star Dosheng Yao Wangui, the mid-1-star Dosheng Yao Tian and Yao Ling, who possessed half-Sheng strength. The Yan clan dispatched Huo Yao, a 4-star Do Sheng, along with the half-Sheng experts Huo Xuan and Huo Ji. Moreover, each of these 3 possessed a heavenly flame. Huo Xuan controlled the 6th-ranked 8 Desolations Annihilation Flame. Huja controlled the 8th-ranked Red Lotus Karma Flame, and Huo Yao possessed the 16th-ranked Fire Cloud Water Flame. Adding the 5 heavenly flames on Xiao Yan's body, the Golden Emperor Flame, refined by Jun and Yao Tian's 13th-ranked Turtle Spirit Earth Flame, a total of 10 heavenly flames appeared at the scene. As for the experts sent by the other ancient clans, most were below the strength of a 3-star Dao Sheng. The reason the 8 ancient clans did not dispatch 5-star Du Sheng experts was due to a long-standing agreement. Among them, those at 5-star Do Sheng and above were not permitted to intervene lightly. However, the Hun clan would later break this agreement. Yet just as everyone was waiting for the purifying demonic Lotus flame to break through the seal of the demonic Lotus flame space and descend into the world before Xiao Yan could even clash with his mortal enemy, the Hun clan, the 3 members of the Yao clan took the initiative to provoke trouble first. Because Yao Wangui was the enforcement elder of the Yao clan, he held extremely high authority and could arbitrarily decide the life and death of clan members. Back then, the reason Yao Lao was expelled from the Yao clan was precisely because of this enforcement elder, Yao Wangui, the true culprit behind it all. As the saying goes, when enemies meet, their eyes burn with hatred. When Yao Wangui saw that Yao Lao, the Yao clan's abandoned son, had actually reached the level of a 1-star Do Sheng, he immediately mocked him without restraint. After all, although the strength of a 1-star Dao Sheng was indeed formidable in Yao Wangui's eyes, it amounted to nothing. At the same time, the younger Yao Tian also joined in humiliating Yao Lao. Being expelled from the Yao clan had always been the deepest thorn embedded in Yao Lao's heart. How could Xiao Yan possibly stand by and watch his teacher be insulted? Without hesitation, he stepped forward to stand up for his master. However, Yao Tian not only launched a soul attack at Xiao Yan, but even arrogantly declared that he would educate Xiao Yan on Yao Lao's behalf. Yet Yao Tian's soul realm was merely late heavenly state, while Xiao Yan's soul realm had already reached the perfect heavenly state. How could Yao Tian's soul attack possibly threaten Xiao Yan? After easily blocking the soul attack, Xiao Yan threw a fierce punch straight toward Yao Tian's forehead. Seeing this, Yao Wangui immediately moved to intercept Xiao Yan, but Xiao Yan unleashed a soul avatar, instantly teleporting in front of Yao Tian and ruthlessly delivering a resounding slap across his face. For a proud heavens chosen of the Yao clan like Yao Tian, being slapped in front of so many people was a humiliation 10,000 times worse than death. Enraged and seeking revenge, Yao Tian summoned the 13th ranked turtle spirit Earth Flame and charged ferociously at Xiao Yan. But Xiao Yan had already fused 5 heavenly flames. The power of his flames was enough to contend even with those ranked within the top 6. Thus, the instant Xiao Yan summoned his heavenly flames, the surrounding space trembled violently. 5 different flames intertwined in his palm, merging into a terrifying torrent of destructive energy. The heat distorted the void itself, and even the surrounding experts felt their do qi grow unstable under the pressure. Yao Tian had barely released the full might of the turtle spirit Earth Flame when Xiao Yan's fused heavenly flames crashed down upon him. It lasted only a single exchange. A deafening explosion erupted. The turtle spirit Earth Flame was forcibly suppressed, its brilliance shattered by the overwhelming force of Xiao Yan's flames. Yao Tian's body was sent flying like a broken kite, blood spraying from his mouth as his aura plummeted instantly. The so-called genius of the Yao clan was defeated in one move, utterly crushed. Silence fell across the battlefield. Seeing this humiliating scene, Yao Wangui's expression darkened to the extreme. The veins on his forehead bulged and killing intent surged from his body like a tidal wave. As the enforcement elder of the Yao clan, how could he tolerate his clan's pride being trampled so mercilessly before the gathered forces? Without another word, he stepped forward and threw a punch at Xiao Yan. That punch carried the might of a 4-star Do Sheng, tearing through the air with a thunderous roar. The surrounding space cracked apart inch by inch under the sheer pressure of his power. Although Xiao Yan was no match for Yao Wangui in a direct confrontation, he did not stand alone, because beside him stood Ziyan. With a cold snort, Ziyan stepped forward. A majestic dragon aura burst forth from her body, and her violet eyes gleamed with dominance. She did not dodge, nor did she hesitate. She simply raised her delicate fist and met Yao Wangui's attack head-on. Boom! The collision resounded like a heavenly bell. A terrifying shockwave rippled outward, forcing nearby experts to retreat. Yao Wangui's expression changed drastically as an overwhelming force surged through his arm. His body was blasted backward dozens of steps, each step cracking the ground beneath his feet. The difference in strength was immediately clear. Yao Wangui steadied himself with difficulty, his face alternating between pale and livid. He knew very well he was no match for Ziyan. If he continued, he would only further disgrace himself. Gritting his teeth, he suppressed the raging fury in his heart. Without daring to act rashly again, he grabbed the severely injured Yao Tian and retreated in humiliation under countless gazes. The Yao clan's momentum had completely collapsed. As this farce finally came to an end, the entire demonic Lotus flame space began to tremble. Cracks spread across the spatial seals like spiderwebs. From deep within the sealed region, an ancient and terrifying heat surged outward. A faint pinkish flame flickered beyond the fractured space, carrying an aura that was both holy and demonic. In that instant, every expert present felt their breathing grow heavier. The seal was breaking. The purifying demonic Lotus flame had begun to shatter its confinement. The restless energy within the space grew increasingly violent, stirring greed, ambition, and fear within the hearts of all present. This was no ordinary heavenly flame, it was the one ranked 3rd on the heavenly flame rankings. An existence capable of overturning the balance of the world. Its descent signified chaos. Its descent signified opportunity. Its descent signified bloodshed. As the spatial barrier continued to crumble, Xiao Yan narrowed his eyes. The flames within his body quietly roared in response, as if resonating with a formidable rival. Without hesitation, he stepped forward. Next, Xiao Yan and the others would enter the demonic Lotus flame space itself, to confront the heavenly flame ranked 3rd, the purifying demonic Lotus flame.